In today's video, I'll go over potential ways to pay your student loans and give you my personal favorite at the end of this video. Hi, I'm Dr. David Park and I help multiple dental associates become owner dentists by building dental offices for them and not only build it, but help them succeed by giving them full support. This is what we do at Clear Lakes Dental. Well, first, let's start with the most obvious thing, associateship. This will rank lowest in our 4 possible ways to pay off your student loans. Why do I rank this the lowest? It's because you are getting paid a salary to pay off your student loans. But here's the thing, your student loans will have interest. And while you're making money to pay off your loans, you have other things to pay for, all while student loan interest increases. Let me explain. But first, we need to figure out taxes. Taxes because the government will definitely get their money first before you ever see yours. So let's look at how much taxes are for an associate dentist that files as a single instead of married. Google says, for a single dentist in Minnesota earning $200,000 as an associate in 2025, expect roughly $65,000 to $70,000 in total taxes, including federal income around $40,000, Minnesota state income around $14.5K, and FICA, plus potential deductions like 401k/pre-tax benefits, significantly reducing taxable income, with actual amounts varying by deductions and precise tax laws. Holy shit, guys, you know what that means? So we have a dentist salary, and that is going to be $200,000. Cool. And out of that $200,000, you get to lose $70,000. Congratulations. And now we are left with $130,000. Dollar sign, boom. Okay, sure, it's a decent amount of money compared to the rest of the population, but come on, you work so hard for a dental degree. But anyways, let's break this down in terms of months. So if we have $130,000 and you divide that for 12 months, you will have $10,833.33 per month. Okay, not bad. Now we have to start with student loan payments because that's what normal, good citizens do. They pay their loans back. Student loans is the primary thing, so let's do this first. We're assuming that we have $500,000 in student loans when we get out, and now we have to find out the interest on it. Let's ask Google. So it says that current dental student loan interest rates are around 8.08%. The new grad plus loans are about 8.94%. Ew. Let's just stick with 8.08%. So roughly, I think paying $3,000 per month would be fine, right? After all, you need to live and buy your Tesla. That and eat all the good foods in the world. So let's ask our good friend ChatGPT how long it will take to pay off our student loans at $3,000 per month. If a dentist has $500,000 in student loan debt with an interest of 8.08%, how long will it take a dentist to pay off if he or she is paying $3,000 monthly? Just give me the short answer, no fluff. So ChatGPT is saying that you'll never pay off your student loans when you're paying $3,000 per month for the rest of your life. Holy crap. So we'll probably have to pay around $5,000 per month or something like that. So let's stick with that. Let's see the results. So we're gonna copy and paste, and then we're gonna do $500,000. Okay. So yeah, I asked the same question with $5,000 and now we have about 14 years to pay it off. Cool. So say goodbye to your Tesla for the time being. So you start off with $10,833.33. Here we go. $10,833.33. Next, we have our $5,000 student loans. Yikes. All right, so $5,000. And we're gonna write student loans. All right, cool. Then let's just say that we have to pay like, $2,000 for apartment and, apartment or a house that you live with other people, who knows. And then food is gonna be like $1,200. Let's do food. And then we have $500 for a car, which is not a Tesla. Okay. And then we have $300 because, that's for gas because it's not a Tesla. Okay, next we have to do $500 for your health insurance. Okay, and then, you got like, $500 in like savings. All right. And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, maybe like some $250 for like car insurance. Okay, maybe like let's just budget like $100 for clothing because people wear clothes. I don't know, like $550 for emergency funds. Like I don't know, like you friend's birthday party, you end up spending a lot of money there. Friend's B-day party. Oops. Okay, there you go. Friend's B-day party. All right. So you are left with minus $100. That sucks. That means you have no pets and no life. Sad face. And those are just some random numbers. I'm sure there are other things that are added to the mix, but that's all I could think of. And guys, this is real. You know this. I interview lots of new grads and 95% of the time, they talk about student loans. So the struggle is real. So let's take a look at how we can take advantage of some of the programs while we work as an associate. So there is another way to pay off student loans. You can work as a dentist in a nonprofit. Why is this good? Well, the main goods are 1, getting loan forgiveness, 2, low stress while doing dentistry, and 3, you get to help out the people in need. Let's tackle getting loan forgiveness. I need the program name and amounts for dentists that can apply for loan forgiveness when seeing patients in a nonprofit organization in a chart format. Okay, so it looks like there's a good amount of loan forgiveness programs. Let's go with the first one, Public Service Loan Forgiveness, aka PSLF. So apparently the PSLF will pay the remainder of your loans after 10 years. That's great and all, but there are a few things to consider. 1, there's changes in the laws. You never know what will happen. The laws always change due to politics. 2, if you decide after like 3 or 4 years that you want to join a PPO office, well, you wasted all that time. And 3, since you cannot get out of your PSLF, well, I mean, you technically could, but it'd be a waste. You will have to do what you do for the remainder of your pledge. And 4, you'll be paid at a much lower rate than your peers. So if you're good with it and that's what you want, then go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has his or her own path to travel. Oh, and pro tip while we're talking about the government, there are grants from time to time that will help you pay your student loans. Recently, I wrote a letter of recommendation for one of our associate docs. She applied for a student loan grant where she can reduce $50,000 in her student loans. Since she saw Medicaid patients, she was qualified, and guess what? She received it. Yay! Next up is the military. Regarding student loans, I think this will be a much better option than working for 10 years at a minimum salary. Because why work at a low-paying community dental office for 10 years when you can get a low pay for only 4 years? Is what I thought before making this video, but after digging around, I found something strange. If you guys know something else, let me know, cause I never went to the military and this is definitely different from what I remember. Anyways, let's ask ChatGPT. What's the cap for each military branch regarding repayment for dental student loans, assuming they go through the program? So from what I'm gathering, it looks like the Army, Navy, and the Air Force all only pay up to $120,000. The heck is that? I thought they took care of everything. With our student loans at $500,000 and only $120,000 gets taken care of, then what the heck, man? What about the remaining $380,000? It's not like the military pays you a crap ton. But let's look at it again just to make sure. How much do you make as a starting dentist in the military? Each branch, chart form. Dude, yeah, you're probably better off going to a PPO office or something. I didn't know the military paid and offered so little compared to a private practice. Full disclosure, prior to shooting this video, I thought the military paid off all the student loans, but if you guys know anything else, please do let me know. But let's go into something that I know is good, and that's owning your own dental practice. So why is owning a dental practice good? Well, to me, the main points are, 1, you are going to do dentistry anyway, so you might as well do it for yourself and on your own terms. 2, you get to keep 100% of the revenue. 3, you get to lead your team. 4, you build equity in your practice so you can sell it when you're retiring. And 5, you get full autonomy of your dental practice. These are all really good points, but I will touch upon something very important, and probably the most important thing when we're talking about student loans. It is the earning capacity. So let's illustrate this. So we have an associate doc. Let's write associate doc that makes about, let's just say, $180,000 to, I don't know, like $300,000. I think that's fair. And then an owner dentist makes $0 to an unknown amount. And I'll explain why this is important. So let's just do owner dentist. And we have $0 to question mark. If you draw the range of the owner dentist, we're going to start doing this. And then we're looking at like $0 to question mark dollars, right? But we know that the owner dentists in the US average about $1 million take home depending on the number of dental chairs that they have. So let's just put $1 million here. 1 mil. Okay, cool. But also we can't forget the associate dentist. And the associate dentist, we're looking at probably around here to here. So this little space right here is your associate dentist pay. And believe it or not, there are dentists that make even more than that. So with that said, what am I trying to say? If you're going to practice dentistry and lead the team anyways, just take that extra leap and be your own boss. Because the thing is, you might as well keep 100% of your earnings, might as well build your equity for yourself and retain 100% autonomy and practice the way you like. Instead of thinking ways to divvy up your $130,000 as an associate, why not just pay off your student loans in 1 or 2 years as an owner dentist? Yes, this way of thinking is definitely out of the box, but I believe it's the best choice, the best bang for your buck. Well, let's say this owner dentist option is for you. Then check out this next video that shows you the pathway on how to build your own dental practice. It'll give you a brief layout and get you started on your journey.
Vi ses neste uke!